Hello everybody, this is Kai Martin, and today going to be doing some wrap-up on Karl Jobst. It doesn't seem like he's going to appeal, which is a bit unfortunate because I kind of wanted to watch that blow up in his face. But yeah, it seems all done and dusted. Karl Jobst is going to have to pay Billy hundreds of thousands of dollars. And as you can see here, he's back to making normal content. So as you can see, he's got this Mario 64 world record video, which in 5 days only has 200,000 views. And of course, it's only been 5 days. But his videos normally get way more views than this. Like, you know, this I Lost, his shitty apology video got 600K. And this is 1,700,000, 600, 2 million, 1 million, 1 million. I mean, I'm sure after a week, he'd be lucky for it to break 300K. So his channel is certainly taken a hit from this. He's lost tens of thousands of subscribers as well, but so he's not doing too good. He's going to have to like really start pumping out the content these days to make those Billy Mitchell payments. But anyway, I want to go over some of the drama about this guy, some of the history. So let's just look through it. Yeah, I was looking through some threads on Kiwi Farms about this. Oh shoot, why do I have that there? Oh yeah, that's why. As you can see, Billy Mitchell has been completely clowning on Karl Jobst on Twitter, which is funny because Karl has been like radio silence on Twitter. But Billy has really been rubbing it in. I'm not going to tell you again, Karl, when you put the fries in the bag, ask if they want a side of Ricky's. He re-uploaded this clip. I'll play that last, but this was hilarious. So Billy Mitchell runs a hot sauce company, pretty successful or so I hear. That's what this whole Ricky's is. And you can enter the code JOBST for 10% off. And I'll show this later, but he posts this video of
creator of a pro
of like Karl Jobst used to do like pickup artist stuff. So he's re-uploading this.
Actually realized is a lot of the advice I had been hearing in the dating community about how to anxiety.
So he's telling you, so you're gonna listen to this guy, this autistic Australian incel, on how to pick up chicks. Brilliant. But anyways, though, he posted this clip, which I think is interesting because it really shows how, I guess, vindictive Karl Jobst really is.
TG settlement, the Twin Galaxy settlements was sucked complete ass, man. Billy Mitchell needs to be destroyed in court. He needs to be destroyed in court. So these people need to be punished in a big way before they stop. They need to get taught a lesson. So I am now the last chance that I'm the last chance the public has to punish Billy.
Yeah.
And in Australia, when you lose, you generally almost always get awarded a judgment for costs, which means you got to pay back a certain amount of the costs. And because my costs are so high, Billy's looking at like a bill for like 300 or 400 grand when he loses. So if I was Billy, I'd be shitting myself. And also, like, the last person on YouTube you want to lose to is me.
Yeah.
You know, there's going to be 100 vids rubbing it in afterwards. Like, Billy will never, like, I will never let Billy forget this, assuming I win.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I got to win first, but man, if I win, oh boy, I'm not going to be a good winner. I'm not going to be a good winner.
No. Oh, dude.
Man, now this is this is a bit ironic, one could say. Yes, he was right. There have been a billion videos about the judgment, just not in the way he was thinking. But this really shows. I don't fully understand the beef that Karl has for Billy Mitchell. I guess it's literally just because Billy Mitchell, I think it's all because of, like, you know, competitive gaming factionalism. Because Billy Mitchell, he's like an old school high score guy, and then Karl Jobst is a speedrunner. And speedrunning is way bigger. And also there's the thing about how Billy Mitchell cheated, which, I mean, he did cheat. You know, that's, you know, you can look into the evidence about that. I don't really care that much. I mean, whatever. He used an emulator instead of original hardware. I mean, look, Billy Mitchell, you could say he cheated his scores. He used an emulator, you know, fair enough. But he has legitimate gaming chops. I mean, here's the live stream of him getting 1,000,000+ points in Donkey Kong. You can watch this whole freaking thing. Here's another thing. Here's him getting a perfect Pac-Man.
It's Senator Kirsten Gillibrand,
Oh my
your
gosh.
DSCC chair, and I need your help immediately.
Give me a break, man. Yeah, here's him getting a perfect Pac-Man. Can I like skip to the end and see the kill screen? Yeah, there's him getting to the kill screen, getting a perfect Pac-Man. So Billy Mitchell does have legitimate gaming chops. You could say he used emulator or whatever, you know, fair enough. Probably should disqualify his scores. But I mean, he is mad talented. But, you know, Karl Jobst just has a massive freaking chip on his shoulder over this. You know, because also in Karl Jobst considers speedrun cheaters to be the scum of the earth too. So there's a lot going on here. It's Billy Mitchell, you know, being like one of these high score guys. It's the cheating stuff. And then there's all this other, you know, it's complicated. I don't fully understand it because I don't understand hating somebody this much. Like, I mean, this is just a guy who got a bunch of high scores, you know, decades ago. Right? Like, this was literally decades ago. And then also now runs a hot sauce business. But I guess there's the other stuff. But, you know, like how he sued a bunch of people. But, I mean, honestly, he's sued people. But, I mean, he's mostly... in court, he mostly gets away with it, right? Like, he did the Twin Galaxies thing, which he got his scores partially reinstated. There's the Apollo Legend thing where he folded, right? Anyways, though, what else did I have here? Oh, yeah, this is the virgin Karl Jobst trying to pick up chicks versus the Chad Billy Mitchell. Yeah. Anyways, though, let's see. Yeah, so I'm going to talk about Karl Jobst's his past a little bit, and his personal life just a tiny bit. I don't want to tear into it too much, but... So, Karl Jobst used to do pickup artist stuff like 10 years ago, which seems really weird, but I mean, here's his video. His whole thing was called Approach Her Now.
Karl Jobst here, creator of ApproachHerNow.com. And if you're looking to increase your level of confidence around women and decrease the amount of anxiety you feel when you want to approach women, you've come to the right place.
Yeah, so I'm not going to watch this whole thing, but he's basically just one of these pickup roaches. He's like, oh, this is how you get chicks. And also, this is the crazy thing. He had like a website. I won't go over the website. And he had a book too. Which, I think the book was free at least, but, you know, a lot of people don't like these pickup artists. I don't really like pickup artists, but it's not really because... You know, the reason I don't like pickup artists, it's not because they, like, use cheap tricks to sleep with hoes or whatever. Like, if you want to trick thoughts into sleeping with you, be my guest. My issue is more so that their entire business model is kind of exploitative. You know, they'll be like, I can teach you, you know, they prey on these, you know, let's say socially awkward, you know, guys, don't get much. And they're like, I guarantee you can start slaying supermodel puss if you buy my course and you buy my book. You know, that kind of stuff. And then you get their course and you get their book. And it's like the most basic bitch advice you've ever heard in your entire life. You know, to be fair, though, Karl Jobst in general seems better. I mean, his advice is mostly just go and talk to women. Here's him. Here's one of his videos he made.
Hey guys, it's Karl here. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate a simple and easy approach you can do if you're looking to overcome your fear of approaching women.
Yeah, and as you can see, this is like quintessential pickup artist type stuff. Like, look at this logo. And here it is. He's got his free book. I don't know if this is all he had. Yeah.
And then afterwards, I'm going to break down exactly what happened. Let's go. Hey, sorry, I don't want to bother you guys. I just want to say I think you are really, really cute.
Oh, thank you.
Have a good night.
Adorable, isn't she?
Yes, very adorable.
She's like a cross.
So this is like nuclear levels of cringe. All he does here is he approaches women and compliments them, then immediately leaves. But yeah, so... honestly, it's super cringe, but as far as pickup artistry goes, it's not that bad. I mean, he was giving away his book for free. I assume I don't know. It seemed like he dropped this pretty fast, so I guess he gave up on it. But I mean, doesn't seem that bad, all things considered. And actually, here's his book on archive.org if you really want to go and read it. Let's look through the chapters. Fundamental ideas and beliefs, anxiety, confidence, stressors, and then there's building confidence. Wait. So there's a chapter called confidence and then building confidence. Okay. The workout. Anyway, though, so... And then this was interesting, though. So people actually called him out about this a couple years back, and he responded. And it just turns out that Karl Jobst being a kind of smarmy, dishonest guy, this is just always how he was, you know. Let's just watch this video.
Finally, there is a funny video of me going around from 2014 demonstrating an exercise to overcome social anxiety. The exercise consists of walking up to someone, giving them a compliment, and then walking off. Apparently, this is me trying to be a pickup artist, but if you know anything about pickup, you'd know this isn't pickup at all. Conversely, it's my opinion that almost every single piece of advice given by so-called pickup gurus is unhealthy, and I wouldn't endorse it. I've always preached building character, developing self-confidence and self-esteem, and using honesty, integrity, and respect to build relationships. It is a funny video though, and a lot of you will probably cringe, so I will link it in the...
Yeah, I guess that's about it, but the most important part here is that he's all like, people are saying I'm a pickup artist because I literally had a pickup artist channel and a pickup artist website selling a pickup artist book. But if you understand anything about pickup artistry, you know that this isn't a pickup stuff. I mean, bro, look, your stuff isn't, you know, as scummy as most of these other guys, but this is still exactly what you're doing. You're still totally a pickup artist. I mean, where did you see the logo? You're telling me this ain't a pickup artist gig? Like, give me a break, man. And that's what I mean, just own up to it, you know, just be like, oh, I did some pickup artist stuff. You know, I wasn't, although I focused more on, like, you know, just trying to build confidence and stuff, none of these cheap tricks, you know, but no, he lies and it's just like, oh, it wasn't pickup artistry. I didn't have an entire website. I didn't have an entire website about, how to pick up chicks or, you know, all this other stuff. I mean, look, it's called Approach Her Now. Look at this picture. How to get over your fear of approaching women. There's no way you can tell me this ain't pickup artistry. But anyways, though, like I said, it's not really that bad. It's just kind of funny how this is what he was doing before he did all this speedrunning shit. Let me think. What else did I have? Oh, yeah, one last thing. Or two last things. This is back to Billy Mitchell, so a bit of ping pong here. So Billy Mitchell says if the completionist sues Karl Jobst for defamation, he will win. Charity fraud is a crime with specific elements that constitute it. The completionist objectively did not do that. That's defamation. And then this guy says, and ironically, your victory against Karl will most likely help Gerard in his case to establish character and Karl's habit of making absolute statements. Only 2 judges in Brisbane hear defamation cases. Karl Jobst would enter the trial already known by the court. So Billy Mitchell here is just saying straight up that the completionist would win if he sued Karl, which is true. I mean, Karl accused the completionist of charity fraud. That's not really what happened. It's kind of stupid, but the way things work in America, the way the law is that a charity, once you give a charity your money, they can kind of just do whatever they want with it. And the fact that they did eventually donate the money is good enough for it not to be charity fraud. It doesn't matter that they said it didn't matter if they said they were going to donate it to X organization or whatever else. They got money and then they donated it. That's pretty much good enough. Although the real part would be about like the golf money things. Because a big argument in the later videos was that they had this money from this golf tournament, which just disappeared. So I don't know if, you know, Open Hand ever got audited. So we'd have to see about that. But yeah, the completionist over just like the not donating stuff, Karl, yeah, the completionist could actually sue Karl for defamation and win, though. So it would be interesting to actually see that happen. Unfortunately, I don't really think so. I think, Gerard has been, I think it's just been radio silence from him for several months now. So, I mean, we'll see. He made this other video like 4 months ago, but we'll have to see. I mean, the thing is that Billy Mitchell has money, so he could actually afford to sue Karl. The completionist is broke as a joke. I mean, I don't even know what the hell he's doing these days. I think his family has money. But, I mean, his family fucking hates him, so they're not going to pay for this. Unless they knew they were going to get a massive windfall. And, I mean, even Karl... I don't know what happens if Karl can't pay the money, but... I mean, imagine he's already $1 million in the hole. Imagine being $1 million more in the hole after the completionist sues you. Because you could debate that Karl actually killed the completionist's career. I mean, his career was dying for a long time. But yeah, the completionist could probably get even more money than Billy Mitchell did. If he actually sued and won. But anyways, though, so we'll have to see how that develops. It would be crazy. And one last thing I'm going to mention. I couldn't even believe this when I saw it. It was so goofy. So, Karl Jobst is married to this, this Chinese woman. Fair enough. All right, I'll let it slide just this once. But what I can't let slide is that his son's name is Maximus Wong. Yeah. I could not believe this when I heard it. So, Karl Jobst, I guess his wife kept her name, and then he gave his wife's name to his son. So his son, who's half Chinese, half Australian, is named Maximus Wong. If that isn't a supreme gentleman in the making, I don't know what is. And apparently the reason why is because Karl Jobst, hates his dad, because his dad, forced him. His dad, didn't approve of Karl Jobst spending 12 hours a day playing GoldenEye or whatever. But, I mean, yeah, this is insane, man. I can't even believe it. His name is if my name was Maximus Wong, oh my god. I wouldn't look, how could you even become Elliot Rodger with a name like that? I feel like you'd kill yourself first. Yeah, but anyways, though, that's about it for me. There's other stuff in there, too. Apparently Karl Jobst used to be, racist and sexist or whatever, and then he got found out and totally bent the knee to the troons. I could make a bunch of videos about this guy's past. That particularly was interesting. He's had 1 billion spurgouts on his Discord server. But anyways, though, that's about it for me. My god. Yeah, so like the video if you enjoyed. Dislike if you're a Karl fan, I guess. Comment down below your thoughts and subscribe for more content. Thank you guys all for watching, and goodbye.